Good morning, my dear students. Till last class, we were studying with organic chemistry, chapter number 12, in which we were busy in unique nature of carbon atoms. We had seen that how the carbon forms single, double, and triple covalent bonds. Today, we were supposed to proceed with types of organic compounds. But, my dear students, in the coming week, we have the exams, first terminal exam. So, instead of going through chapter 12, it will be better to do some revision works. So, we will start from chapter 1, periodic table. We know that all the periodic tables are prepared on the basis of atomic masses. Only all the periodic tables are prepared on the basis of atomic masses except modern periodic table. First it was Dauberier's triads. He took a group of three elements in such a way that the atomic masses of the middle one was the average of the other two. For example, if it is lithium, sodium, potassium, atomic mass of sodium, atomic mass of sodium, atomic mass of sodium, it will be equal to the atomic mass of lithium plus atomic mass of potassium by 2, means average. Its atomic mass is 9, atomic mass of potassium is 7, it is 39. It will be 46 by 2, which is 23, and we see that atomic mass of sodium is also 23. But after the invention of fluorine, this triad could not fulfill the conditions and was discarded. Then it was Newland's octave law. We must know these definitions. According to Newland's, when the elements are arranged in increasing order of their atomic masses, every eighth elements have the property of the first one. But after the invention of heavy metals, this law could exist no more. Then it came Mendeleev. Mendeleev was a Russian chemist. When he prepared his periodic table, by that time only 63 elements were known. No inert gas, no lanthanides, and no actinides were known. Moreover, by that time we didn't have the idea of isotopes. When we came to know about isotopes, what is isotopes? Isotopes, different atoms of same element having same atomic number but different mass number. So if hydrogen has three isotopes, all protium, deuterium and tritium, all the three isotopes have one atomic number, but the protium has atomic mass 1, deuterium has 2 and tritium has 3. Likewise, carbon has only one atomic number 6, but it has three isotopes. In one case, atomic mass is 12, 13 and 14. They should be given the different place because we are Mendeleev had prepared the periodic table on the basis of atomic masses. So after the isotopes and then lanthanides, actinides and inert gases, it was discarded. Now it was Henry Moseley who thought that the isotopes, they differ in the atomic mass but atomic number remains the same. Why we should not choose the atomic number as basic units? So he prepared the modern period. He prepared the new periodic table on the basis of atomic number, which is called as your modern periodic table or long form periodic table. He divided his periodic table, long form periodic table, in 18 groups. These vertical columns are called groups and horizontal columns are called as your periods. So he divided his periodic table in 18 groups and 7 columns. We will not do the revision of every points. Only I am going to do the revision of important points because examination is at our head. So group 1, they contain hydrogen, lithium, sodium, potassium, rubidium, cesium, francium. Sometimes we may be asked that why the elements of group 1 are called alkali metals. Our answer will be very simple. The elements of group 1 like sodium, potassium, they react with water and form sodium hydroxide, and this sodium hydroxide is a very strong alkali. So since they form strong alkali when they react with water, therefore they are called alkali metals like group 2 elements. Group 2 elements are beryllium, magnesium, calcium, strontium, barium, radium. They react with water, they also form respective hydroxides, but they are not strong alkali. So the elements of group 2 form weak alkalis when they react with water, therefore they are called alkali earth metals. Then why the elements of group 17 are called halogens? So halogens means salt forming. When the elements of group 17 like chlorine, bromine, when they react with metals, when the elements of group 17 react with metal, they form salt. When they react with metal, they form salt. Therefore, the elements of group 17 are called halogens, salt forming elements. See, there are certain properties in the periodic table. Sometimes we may be asked, and if you can see the question paper of the previous year, almost every year this question is asked, arrange the, for example, arrange the elements. I am giving you an example. Arrange the elements of group 1 on the basis of atomic size. Arrange the elements of group 1 on the basis of atomic size. Metallic characteristic, ionization potential. There are many properties. I am giving you just example. So here are the elements of group 1. What we are finding, hydrogen has 1 cell, then lithium 2 cell, sodium 3 cells, potassium 4, rubidium 5, cesium 6. So number of cell is increasing one by one, and atomic size is also increasing. Then how we will write this one? Okay, atomic size, what is this? What are the elements? Hydrogen, lithium, sodium, potassium, rubidium, cesium. So the atomic size of hydrogen is less than lithium. The atomic size of lithium is less than sodium. It is less than this or this. Or, like in the maths we studied, 3 is less than 4, or we write 4 is greater than 3, we can also reverse the conditions. If francium, atomic size of francium is greater than cesium, this is greater than rubidium. Rubidium's atomic size is greater than potassium. Potassium is then sodium, lithium and hydrogen. We can do this much. But if we are asked increasing order of, then this one will be the appropriate. Sometimes this is not wrong, but sometimes if strict teacher gets your copy in board exam, may give you 0 marks, but you will get full marks. So when we arrange the elements, now what will be the atomic size when we move down a group? Then this will be, for example, this here it is given of elements of 17. If fluorine atomic size is less than chlorine, its atomic size is less than bromine, and so on. But now across a period, if you can see across a period, this one is lithium, beryllium, boron, carbon, nitrogen and so on. So they all have two cells. They all have two cells. But as we proceed from left to right, the atomic size decreases. So we can write here like this. Sodium has the largest atomic size in period 3. Sodium has largest, then larger than magnesium. Magnesium size is larger than aluminium, then silicon and so on. Or even if we reverse the name of elements, the chlorine is less than sulfur, sulfur is less than phosphorus, phosphorus is less than silicon and so on. We must remember these signs. Every year if you see the question paper, you will get questions like these. Then what are the metallic characteristics? On the basis of metallic characteristic, what is the property of a metal? We had seen that the metals are hard, compact, high luster, high melting, good conductor of heat and electricity. Forget it. The main property of metal is to lose electron. So if we go down a group, the atomic size increases. As a result, easily they will lose the electrons. Means as we move downwards, the metallic characteristic increases. If the metallic characteristic increases, means here is sodium, here is potassium, it is rubidium. This will lose more easily, it will lose electron more easily, means than potassium. Potassium will lose electrons more easily than sodium, means sodium is less metallic than potassium. Potassium is less metallic than rubidium. Don't think that lithium is not this. The non-metallic characteristic. Non-metallic characteristic. When we move across, then if it is, suppose we are taking group 3. Here is lithium, sodium, potassium, rubidium, cesium. Metallic characteristic decreases as we move across. So lithium will be more metallic, means lithium is more metallic than sodium. So sorry. if we are taking, sorry my dear friends, I am sorry for my this line, if it is sodium, we are taking third period, then sodium, magnesium, aluminium, silicon, phosphorus, chlorine. Now, as we move across, the metallic characteristic decreases, means non-metallic characteristic increases. So sodium, non-metallic characteristic increases. What will be the symbol then? Means this chlorine is having most non-metallic characteristic. Then phosphorus. Phosphorus is more non-metallic than sulfur. We will give the symbols. Don't forget that you have to use these symbols. Likewise, my dear students, here at the end, page number 17, there are some properties. You must get it by heart, how they vary. If you are knowing this, obviously and undoubtedly you will get at least 10 marks. This is for today. Wish you all the best. Yesterday I had given you a message. मेरा एग्ज़ाम फर्स्ट टर्म इसी वीक से शुरू हो रहा है. हमको फर्स्ट टर्म एग्ज़ाम के पहले हमारे सारे ड्यूज़, जो भी फ़ीस हैं, एनुअल फ़ीस, मंथली ट्यूशन फ़ीस, सारे का पेमेंट्स करना है. और माय डियर स्टूडेंट्स, कल यानी 11 तारीख हमारा लास्ट डेट है. उसके बाद हमको एडमिट कार्ड्स इशू किया जाएगा और ये ऑनलाइन ही इशू किया जाएगा. स्कूल बंद है. अगर हमने फ़ीस जमा नहीं किया टाइम पर तो हमारा एडमिट कार्ड इशू नहीं होगा और ऑफिस से कोई डिस्कनेक्ट नहीं करेगा हमारे नाम को. अपने आप हम ग्रुप से एग्जिट हो जाएंगे और यही मार्क्स बोर्ड ऑफिस भेजा जाएगा. इसलिए हम अपने फ़ी वगैरह दे दें और एग्ज़ाम में बैठने के लायक हो जाए. इसलिए आप लोगों से रिक्वेस्ट है कि आप लोग 11th तक फ़ी जमा करके अपना एडमिट कार्ड ऑनलाइन पा लें. विश यू ऑल द बेस्ट. थैंक यू. हैव अ नाइस डे.